Malawian Vice President Joyce Banda has become Southern Africa's first female president. And Mantacha says Malema did not defy the conditions of his temporary suspension. I'm Lebo Changela with this news update. Malawian Vice President Joyce Banda has become Southern Africa's first female head of state. She has taken over power in the Southern African nation after the death of President Bingiwa Mutharika. 61-year-old Banda, a women's rights activist and education campaigner, has been sworn in by the Chief Justice Love Momalo in the capital Lilongwe. Fears of a succession struggle have reportedly receded as top officials and the army back the constitutional handover. The government only officially confirmed 78-year-old Mutharika's death earlier today, 2 days after he had died following a heart attack at the One Military Hospital in Pretoria. 10 days of official mourning have been declared for Mutharika, who had ruled for 8 years. Banda has called on all Malawians to keep the peace during this time of bereavement.
We should focus on the funeral. Right now, what is paramount is that we should focus on the send-off of the father of the nation.
ANC Secretary General Gwede Mantacha says Youth League President Julius Malema did not defy the conditions of his temporary suspension when he addressed a church congregation in Butterworth in the Eastern Cape yesterday. Malema addressed a congregation at a Good Friday church service at the Last Move Ministries. League spokesperson Floyd Chibambu says Malema was there in his capacity as the league's president. Malema was gagged and temporarily suspended by the ANC's National Disciplinary Committee earlier this week after he called President Jacob Zuma a dictator. The move forbids him from exercising any duty as an ANC member, president of the league, or member of the Limpopo Provincial Executive Committee. COSATU General Secretary Zelenzi Mavavi has urged ANC Youth League President Julius Malema to honor the ANC's National Disciplinary Committee's decision to temporarily suspend and gag him. The committee took the decision earlier this week after Malema called President Jacob Zuma a dictator. Speaking at the funeral of a childhood friend, James Madiwane, at Whittle C in the Eastern Cape, Mavavi says Malema should not be given any platform on which to address people.
When he's suspended in another organization, you can't go in and advocate for something else, in no matter how right or wrong that is, in another organization. Otherwise, we will be disrespecting the ally that we hold so dear in our heart. He's suspended. He can no longer address any COSATU meetings until the decisions of the ANC in that regard are changed.
And the Road Traffic Management Corporation has again urged road users to adhere to traffic regulations to minimize fatalities during the Easter weekend. Spokesperson Ashraf Ismail says people should ensure that they drive carefully and while sober.
We don't want any fatalities on South African roads. We need to move towards what is called zero vision, a safe road environment that ensures that people, whether you're a driver, a pedestrian or a passenger on South African roads, that indeed we can actually behave ourselves and that we can safeguard our road users. Clearly that is where we need to be. We have what is called the National Rolling Enforcement Plan, and part of this plan is to look at a year-round campaign.